Needs, loves, likes, and wants. Hey you guys, it's Cash Kid here, back again with another Cash Kid podcast episode. Today, we'll be talking about our needs, loves, likes, and wants. This is a concept many use when it comes to spending. It's like a checks and balances tool. But more about this coming up. The Cash Kid podcast is underway. So, you got some cash, maybe from an allowance, or that money your grandma gave you for your 7th birthday.
Here you go, sweetie.
Woohoo! Thanks, Grandma! Whatever it is, what are you gonna do with it? Spend it, hide it away, or maybe invest it? Let's start learning how to make that money grow. Time to learn how to be a cash kid. Do you need it? Do you love it? Do you like it? Do you want it? These are 4 simple questions you can ask yourself before spending any money. It's a budgeting practice called needs, loves, likes, and wants. This method helps remind you to be more mindful of your spending and help you spend less. So first is needs, which is pretty simple.
Okay, we need milk, eggs, bread, fruit.
That's my mom listing our needs like groceries so we can eat. A need is something that will improve your health, like food and water, or will provide safety, like clothing and shelter. Now, when I say clothing, I'm not talking about some super cute designer dress or some $100 shorts you'll use at the gym. This need concept should be the first question you ask yourself. Do I need this? Will this help improve my health or keep me safe? These are questions you should ask yourself before you spend. Next, we have our loves. A love is something that will provide long-term enjoyment, like 6 months or more. Now, a video game console like a Switch or Xbox will last you a long time, as long as it doesn't break, so that could be considered a love. But a game for it might be a like. More about needs, loves, likes, and wants coming up. Okay, that brings us to our question, do you like it? A like is something that brings you short-term enjoyment. For instance, we like to go to the movies or we like to go to the beach every year. Now, recently, around the time we released this episode, the new Zelda game came out called Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. This is an example of a like. Likes are simply things that give you joy in the moment. Sometimes we get too wrapped up in our likes and overspend. So it's good to stop and ask, do I like it? Before buying it. And that brings us to our last question. Do I want it? Let's be honest, as kids, we want a lot of things. We're always asking our parents for something we want.
Mommy, I want a new black ninja mask, and a Luigi's Mansion free costume, and a young Jedi costume. I want all those things. Okay, can we get it? Please.
That's my little brother last week telling my mom his new wants list. We're not even sure if some of those things exist, but it's a good example. A want provides temporary satisfaction, like a candy bar you just bought at the concession stand, or splurging on a new pair of shoes you just saw that were so cute when you already have 5 other similar pairs. Wants basically amount to spending without thinking much about it. We need to be more careful with our wants. They can drain that bank account fast. So that wraps up our discussion on our needs, loves, likes, and wants. Just learn to recognize how you spend your money and slow down to ask yourself those questions before you spend that hard-earned cash to make sure it's worth it. Thanks for listening. Be sure to subscribe, leave a rating, and come back for more helpful tips and interviews with experts. Cash Kid, out.
The information presented represents the views and opinions of the guest. This podcast does not intend to provide personal investment advice. This content has been made for informational and educational purposes only. To make a full and informed investment decision, we advise you to speak with a financial advisor. And for kids, definitely your parents first before investing.